Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the clicker and clicker training. Now clicker, this is something that I stayed away from myself for several years. I don't know why, because it makes things a lot easier, especially if you have a really quick twitch dog. 11 is certainly not a quick twitch dog. Now a little tip, I have it on a little dangly deal. If you get electronics, I always get this thing and I always used to throw it away, but it's nice and handy if you're doing clicker training just to have it, be able to click right away. Now the one thing you never want to do with clicker training is do this. It's not a remote control. Don't click like that. The click is to indicate you just did the exact thing that I want. I'm going to get a treat in your mouth as soon as I possibly can. So now, in order to do that, we want to create an association, a positive association. So to do that, we have to first prime the clicker. You want to prime the clicker anywhere from about 3 to 5 or 6 times. I have about 10 treats in my hand here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to toss a treat on the ground. The second that 11 licks it up, I'm going to click. Dogs look through association. This is a version of classical conditioning, Pavlov's dog. So what I'm going to do is throw it on the ground. When the dog licks it up, I click, and that's going to, after a while, become synonymous with the treat being in my mouth. So then I go this way. I'm just going to do these individually. It's a fun game for the dog. And so you want to do this with about 10 treats, probably about maybe 2 or 3 times a day for about 3 to 5 days. Now, something else you can do, instead of throwing them individually, is you can kind of get a group one and go like this. There we go. So don't start using the clicker for clicker training until you have actually primed the clicker properly. And so now one other thing I'm going to talk about, a little bonus for this is what I call dog choreography. A lot of us actually, like if 11 was standing and I wanted to walk towards the camera, I would usually walk around the dog so the dog doesn't have to move. That's a very subtle way of telling the dog, you're more important than me. So instead of asking you to burn some energy, I'm going to burn more energy to walk around you. Now, if your puppy is sitting or lying down, this should be something you do for adult dogs as well, especially if you have a giant breed dog. If your puppy's sitting or lying down, then you can walk over them or walk around them, that's fine. However, if I wanted to walk towards you and 11 was standing, I'm just going to walk through her and I'm going to end up bumping into her a little bit. That's okay, because we need the dog to learn when a human's coming, your job is to get out of their way because they're not going to move out of your way. This will be helpful when you're carrying in a bunch of bags of groceries or whatever, you can't see where in front of you, you need the dog to automatically get out of your way. So I'm going to stand up and so we'll see if we can do this in the same shot. It's 11. So I'm just going to walk through as if she's not there. Don't deviate. Now what a lot of people do is they'll do something really funny is they'll walk like this. So they get near the dog and they start going, don't do that. It looks ridiculous and all your friends will make fun of you, but it also isn't going to achieve what you're looking for. The other thing a lot of people do is if the dog is here and it's an adult dog, they shove walk. Dogs have what's called an opposition reflex. If you shove your dog, it is programmed to push against you. If you pull the leash, it's programmed to pull against you. So the idea is just to walk towards your dog, not towards your dog, but walk the direction you want to go. If the dog's in your way, it might get bumped into, or we don't want to hurt the dog, but we want the dog to learn to get out of our way. So again, 11's right there. So you saw her squirt out of my way. So she lives with a bunch of kids, so she knows this already. But it's a really helpful thing to do. Now again, priming the clicker. If you have a dog that is very high twitch, this is highly recommended. We have these clickers available in class if you want to get them from us. If you have any other questions about priming the clicker or clicker training, just ask your instructor. They'll be happy to go over it.